Welcome to the world of kit cars. Today we're talking about the Tiger Aviator. This is a limited edition, one of two Tiger Aviator. It sets itself apart from every other Aviator, every other Tiger car, because its engine's actually designed and built by an F1 engineer. And John's going to tell us about the car. Hi John.
Hi Bob, good to meet you.
Thanks for coming on the show.
No problem.
I must say, when I compare it to every other Tiger, it's got a lot of unique bits, like the side pods that just sets itself apart.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Tiger's been building cars for over 25 years now. There are some 2,500 throughout the world. And
Wow.
This is the latest model. This one was actually built 5 years ago.
Right.
And I've modified it since then. But it was designed to be aerodynamic. Most 7S kit cars are very much like a blunt stick.
Right.
So they're not very
So that's why you've
aerodynamic.
got all of this
Yeah.
aerodynamism.
Side pods and the fenders as well are all aerodynamic.
Right, right.
And it goes right through to the back as well with a rear diffuser.
Oh, okay. So you've got the rear diffuser at the back, and that aerodynamic. I guess it's been tested or something like that.
It's been in a wind tunnel originally to make sure it does actually work. It's not just there to look pretty.
Right, right.
But it certainly makes the car stand out from most of the 7 kit cars.
So this has been in a wind tunnel, and it's proven that that works.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you've got the aerodynamic fenders, you've got the aerodynamic, and you said rear diffuser, because I've seen rear diffusers in the cars, but I wasn't too sure in other cars whether they've actually been wind tunnel tested. So these actually work?
Yep, they actually work. They're not just add-ons, they're part of the design of the car for aerodynamic to keep the air passing smoothly underneath the car.
Right, right. And this whole, I mean, I guess the reason for the branding or the name Aviator is because it's got the kind of inspiration from aeroplanes, etc. That's why you've got,
I think so. I think that's where it came from.
Nice, nice. And you've got, it looks like you've got a boot. I mean, I haven't seen a boot on many cars.
No.
Some 7S cars, but I mean...
Yeah, that's actually only 2 inches deep, so
Right.
it's really only good enough for keeping the tools when you go to a track day.
Right, you're not putting your Tesco shopping in there.
No, I'm afraid not. It's not a shopping car. Not by any manner of means. No, it's a pure racing car.
Pure racing car, right, cool. And just I mean, walking around, I mean, it looks like narrow in the front, wider at the back.
Yeah, it's like a dart.
Yeah, like a dart. Yeah, that's good term. And keeping in line with the whole, this car is built to race, right?
Yeah.
Looks like you've got the Toyo proxies.
Yeah, the R888s.
Right.
Legal for the road, just.
But they're glue, right? When you're driving.
Once they're warmed up, they stick like glue.
And the alloys, are those Team Dynamics?
They're light alloy.
Light alloys,
Yeah.
right? Again, keeping in. This is for racing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Racing,
This is just not just And you got the 4-in-1 exhaust. Is that like kind of also specific to this car, a race exhaust?
It's been designed specifically for the car to mate up with the engine, and it's a pretty powerful exhaust. Most people can hear you coming from quite a way away.
Right.
It's good fun. It makes a great noise.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be heard, right? Especially in the
Yeah.
car. You'll be seen with this color. I like that color.
Yeah,
It's
a real standout colour,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And just while I'm looking at the interior, basically.
I've done a fair amount in here.
Yeah.
The obvious thing is I've got a quick release steering wheel.
Yeah.
And behind that's a digital dash, which I now only use for the basic stuff like fuel gauge and water temperature, because on a racetrack you really need to see the important stuff. So I've got the stacked dials on the top.
Yep.
The rev counter, the engine revs up to 8,500 revs now.
Wow.
And the oil pressure gauge there as well.
So it's a very revvy engine.
It's a very revvy engine.
I mean, I guess because it's like tuned for racing.
It is tuned for racing.
And the seats look very comfy. I mean, I must say, they look snug.
They are. They are. I mean, I'm a big chap, but the Aviator's quite a wide car in the first place, which is a big plus.
Yeah.
But then I've got JK composite seats in here, and these are the biggest models that they make. And they fit in perfectly. I mean, it looks like it was built around the seats of the car. It's super.
So they're strong and they're probably very lightweight too, right?
They are.
And you've got it looks like you've got that's a battery cut-off switch, right?
Yeah, it looks like a battery cut-off switch, but in fact it's all part of the ignition. I've had an ignition delete, so there's no key to start the car now.
Yeah.
That's I twist that and then fire a button to fire the engine up.
Okay, okay. So you just turn that, press the button, the engine start. But I guess you do have security on this car.
Absolutely do.
No one's stealing this baby.
No,
Right.
no way, no way. And on the lightweight theme, I've also got some carbon fibre mirrors.
Oh, okay. So this is proper carbon fiber.
Yeah,
They're not just.
they're real carbon fibre.
Yeah.
I actually had to source those from Japan.
All right.
Because I couldn't get them in this country.
So they
They look
imported.
good. They're aerodynamic.
Yeah.
And they're rock steady, which is pretty useful when you're on the road.
Because some of the aftermarket mirrors you get flap about. These.
No.
No.
They're rock steady.
None of that.
No.
And yeah, I mean, I like the whole theme you've got going on here. What about the engine? I mean, the details about the engine.
All right, well, let's have a look, shall we?
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Sorry.
I'll take that away.
Yep.
So, this started out as a standard 2-litre Ford Duratec engine, which had 185 brake horsepower. However, I've had it completely rebuilt as a race engine. So it's got a race head on it. It's had a new camshaft, new followers, new pistons, new big ends. And as you mentioned earlier on, built by an ex-Formula One engineer as a pure race engine.
Right. Did that go off to a specialist, or was that
Yeah.
at Tigerr? Or
No, it was taken to a specialist.
so the whole engine was like, there you go.
Yeah.
Make it
Exactly.
fast.
Exactly.
I noticed you got at the base of this some sort of metal
Yeah,
sheet thing.
In keeping with the aerodynamics, the car is very low to the
Yeah.
track, and on our not quite so flat roads that we drive on,
Yeah.
you can bottom out, and there's an aluminium sump at the bottom which is prone to getting hit. So we put a sump guard on the bottom just to give it a bit of protection.
Yeah.
While we're on the roads.
So yeah, the engine's great. What about the gearbox and the diff, etc.?
Right. Well, I've upgraded both of them. The gearbox is now a semi-helical gearbox.
Right.
Which is sort of halfway between a normal road gearbox and a dog box that you find in a racing car or a rally car.
Okay.
So that enables me to do quick changes when I'm on the track, but it's also usable when I'm on the road. We mated that with a Quaife limited slip differential at the back, which makes going around corners much more fun.
So both wheels spin at the
Yeah,
same time, and you've got
exactly.
the grip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. And so the whole gear shifting is really quick.
Yeah.
Quick shift.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Quick shift, yeah.
Awesome. And yeah. It all looks great. I mean, I must say. Shall we go for a spin?
Absolutely.
So John, thanks for taking us for a spin around the area. I must say I was having trouble keeping up with this car. It's well quick. I know you said it was built by the factory, but you know other builders of Tigerr kit cars, and you're part of the club. How long does it generally take to build one of these type of cars? The rough costs, and if someone wanted more information, where would they go?
Sure. It depends on the experience of the builder, of course.
Yeah.
This car, probably 150 to 200 hours,
Right.
if you're reasonably experienced. The kit price for something like this is in the region of £20,000. A fully built car, £25,000. But Tigerr has a whole range, starting from the Tiger Avon, which is a complete kit, is available for just over £13,000.
Right. When you say complete kit, what does that mean? Does it comes with wiring loom and?
It comes with absolutely everything you need to build the car. You don't need to source anything yourself. It's all part of the kit.
So you get the ECU, you get brakes, Tires?
Tyres, yep, everything.
You get everything. Sometimes they say you get the whole kit and all you get is a chassis.
No,
you get everything.
You get absolutely everything.
Okay, so it is truly everything.
Yep.
Right.
And if you want more information about it, then go to tigerracing.com, which I happen to have down the side of my car.
You absolutely do. Okay, awesome. So, tigerracing.com if you want more information. Full kit for 13 grand, which I think is it's not bad at all, considering that you with the tires, the ECU, I take it battery too, and everything. I mean, that's not a bad price.
Yeah.
And this one, you can't buy this one, unfortunately. It's a limited edition, but you can buy a Tiger. So, thanks, John. Thanks for showing us your car.
Cheers.
Till next time.